Well, hello everyone. I am here with another edition of Empties. And you ask yourself, Erin, didn't you just do Empties like 2 or 3 weeks ago? Yes, but this entire bag is filled and I want to get rid of it because trash day is tomorrow. So we're going to film another Empties. The first thing that's like poking out at me is baby wipes. I will forever show these in every single Empties that I have. I use them for swatches. I use them to like clean up my vanity. I use them for a variety of things and I love them. So these are just normal baby wipes. Next thing I have is my favorite face wash in the world. I actually just took this out of my shower. This is the Purity Made Simple One-Step Facial Cleanser. I always stock up on these around Christmas time because Sephora, Ulta, Macy's, a variety of places always put it on sale for like $10, $15, and this bottle is $24 normally, so I always buy them when they're on sale. So I usually go out through maybe about 3 or 4 of these a year just because I sometimes switch off with other cleansers, but this is the primary cleanser that I always use. This empty was actually my mom's empty, but she wanted me to show it. She used up the Righteous Butter body lotion, the one with the pump. You probably saw in a previous empties of mine that I use the one in the tub. I personally feel like the one in the tub is better. My mom likes this one better because she just likes the convenience of a pump. I find that this one smells a little bit different than the other one though. So I have gone through a full one of these myself before, but I just wanted to showcase that because tell you a little bit the difference of Soap and Glory. And remember, Soap and Glory products are always like buy one get one half off, buy one 40% off, so you can always stock up when you need to. I used up a thing of makeup remover wipes. These are the Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. These are like, if there was an OG product since like literally high school, it would be these. Because these were the makeup wipes that I used in high school whenever I would do like extravagant eye looks for cheerleading. These were the wipes that I used in college. I find myself not really reaching for these too much anymore, but I was at BJ's, which is kind of like Costco, not too long ago, and they had like a 5-pack of them for $17, like 5 packs in one box, which was really cool because these are normally like $7 a piece. Next thing I used up is actually extremely exciting to me because I've been trying to use this thing up for a hot minute. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. You can see this baby is gone. There's like a slight little bit on the edges, but they're like stuck there. And when I took the stopper out of this, it like actually broke. This powder is gigundo. So I was looking at some of my other loose setting powders that I have, and they are all about 0.34 ounces or 0.67 ounces. This one was a full fluid ounce. So this was 29 grams of product. I do have a backup of this because I really do enjoy this, but I'm going to try to use up some of my other loose setting powders too. So what I usually use this for, especially in the summer months, is I not only will bake with it, but I'll set my entire face with it as well before I put on a colored powder. So yeah, that is a empty and that is going in the trash. I used up my favorite body spray. This is Victoria's Secret Sheer Love. This is just I don't know if have I talked about this? Yeah, I probably have talked about this, but this is like my favorite thing in the entire world. I always have constant backups of these, and it's just will never, let's see if I can get out. No, there's like nothing coming out of it. These always go on sale for like 2 for $10, 2 for $15, which they are normally priced at like $18 a piece. So I really enjoy this. This doesn't have any notes on it or anything, but it is a little bit florally, but not too drastic. Next thing I used up is a sheet mask. This is the Sephora Nourishing and Repairing Avocado Face Mask. I like this one. I'm not too like sheet mask. I can come and go and they're not really like my favorite thing or anything, but I do like this one because I feel like whenever I've worn makeup a lot in one week, I'll do this on like a Sunday night and it'll help my skin. So I like that one. Next thing I used up is this Endless Weekend Vitamin E and Shea shower gel from Bath & Body Works. I'm trying to go through all of like my small Bath & Body Works things because I just find that I have so many of them, so I'm just trying to use them up. So I think this is the last small shower gel I have, so I'll be going back to my Soap and Glory one that I really like. I used up a thing of my favorite facial cottons. These are the Shiseido facial cottons. These are a little pricey. You get 185 in here, I think. 165. You get 165 in here for about $10, but literally after I started using these, I could never put any other cotton like pads on my face because not only are they soft, but they don't like how a lot of other cotton pads will sometimes like pull apart if they get too wet. These don't do that, and they're really good. I really like these for taking off my eye makeup, because when I use eye makeup remover, that's what I use them for. So I use these every day with my toner, with eye makeup and everything, so I love these. I should have picked up a backup of these during the VIB sale, but I forgot to, so maybe if I get like a gift card or something, I'll pick them up. I have maybe, no, I'm completely out of these. I need to get some, so I will be getting some of those very, very soon. I used up a foundation. This was actually in my April favorites last month. This is the L'Oreal Dream Cushion Foundation. This set I flipped, so good tip about cushion foundations is you can actually take this out and flip it, and that's what I've done multiple times. So you can see, like, I'm pressing and I'm not getting like anything on my finger at all. There's a little bit more at the sides, but I find that it's so dried out that it's like almost becoming a hassle to use. So I'm just gonna say bye to it. I've had it for about 5 months now, so that's pretty good. And the thing is too, with cushion foundations, it says you should only have them for 6 months, and the more I think about it, with like putting the sponge on here and everything, it kind of got a little gross to me. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this, but I did enjoy it while I had it. I used up a primer. This was the deluxe size of the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. That baby is empty. I got this as like a deluxe sample when I went to a Tarte event at Ulta, and I really did enjoy this. But same thing as the cushion thing. I really liked it when I had it, but now I'm thinking about it is I always have to like put my finger in to put it on my face, and it gets a little unsanitary. So I think I will repurchase this in the future, but I do want to go through some other primers that I have before I do that. I used up a Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion. So I've talked about before how the friction stick from Tarte is my favorite exfoliator ever. I think that anything else is too gentle, and that's the same thing with this little guy. I had this little guy, I used it up. But what's weird about this is there was so much air in this that I only got 3 uses out of this, and this is 0.25 ounces, like 7.5 grams. So if this was filled all the way, I would have gotten a lot more use out of this. I like this. This is a little too gentle for my taste. I don't find myself like wanting to run out and buy the full size of this or anything, but it's nice. It was nice to have while I had it. So that's another thing too. I'm trying to go through like all my little sample sizes before I buy anything new. I used up my Tarte Maneater mascara. So it's like, I've had this for probably about 4 months, and it's like really dried out, and you can see that I always know when a mascara is going bad. I don't even know if you can tell, but it's like starting to gloop up on the sides right there. And smell, that's another way I always know that a mascara is like on its last leg. So yep, that's gonna go. I'm really sad, but I have found a really good mascara that I'm using currently that I really like. You guys will hear about that in my May favorites. I went through a ton of foil packets of the Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Transformation Gel. I had like a little sample thing in a pot, so I just took all the foil packets and put it in there. I love this. If you have skin texture, I highly suggest this. This is a dupe for the Sunday Riley Good Jeans, and it's about $48 for the full bottle, which is it is pretty pricey, but a full bottle of it's going to last you a really long time because it's 1.7 ounces, and the little guy that I have is only 0.25 ounces, and I got a good 2 months out of that. So, and when I put these foil packets in, I got another 2 weeks out of it, so that's really, really exciting. I used up a concealer. This is the NYX HD concealer. Same thing. There's still a little bit left in here, but I'm just ready to toss it because it's getting old and it smells and the texture of it's kind of changing. I've said it time and time again, I really think the formula of this concealer is, I don't know, it's different. So I don't see myself repurchasing this anytime soon, but who knows, maybe in the future I will. I used up a foil packet of the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. So funny thing is, I thought this was a primer, which it still probably could be a primer or a moisturizer, I don't know, but it gave like this one, it says Wonder Glow. Like I don't know what I was thinking, but it was a little glittery on my skin, and I didn't find that like when I put foundation on over it, it was that glittery, but I don't know. It was something I'd like to have in a packet like this, but I don't see myself really purchasing it anytime soon. I went through a little dry shampoo. This is the Triple Sec 3-in-1 dry shampoo from Drybar. It was okay. It left a white kit. Let's see if it, It left a white cast, which I don't like in dry shampoos. There's only one dry shampoo that I have that doesn't do that. I do really like the smell of this though. That's like one thing about dry shampoos is like certain ones have like such a distinct smell that I love, and this one does have a really good smell. I don't necessarily see myself buying a full size of this anytime soon because I have a couple other dry shampoos I'd like to go through first, but maybe in the future. I used up an entire lip liner. This is the NYX retractable lip liner in the shade Natural. This is like a mechanical one. You can literally hear it. There's nothing coming out of it. I've probably gone through about 3 or 4 of this particular lip liner, but since then I've found so many more lip liner formulas that I prefer. I went through a really long phase where I only used retractable ones, but then I started finding that they break really easily and you're kind of wasting product. So if you are a person who is just trying out lip liner for the first time, I do suggest this one. Is a very good neutral lip liner, but I don't see myself repurchasing it anytime soon. And then the last few things in here are just things that I've like decluttered from my collection that I just wanted to show you guys. The first thing is this mini sample size of the Kat Von D ink liner. I don't know. You can see on my hand it looks kind of black, but when you put it on your eyes, it's not. It fades very, very easily. I love the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, but this one is not necessarily my favorite. This is the ink liner in Trooper. I really like the tattoo liner. Maybe that one's called Trooper too, but this one just isn't cutting it. And this is just like a point perk that I had, so I'm just tossing that. Tossing this little itty bitty deodorant. I don't know if you guys know this, but I use spray deodorants the majority of the time, and this one's like on its last leg anyway. This is the Dove Advanced Care Cool Essentials deodorant. It was nice while I had it. Like I used it for a little bit and there's not really that much in here, but I was just ready to be done with it, so it's gonna go. I know this is gonna come as a shock to a lot of you, but I'm tossing my butter bronzer. First of all, it's broken. Second of all, I have tried so many times with this thing. On my skin, I don't know what it is, but it just, first of all, it hardly shows up, and then when it does show up and I try to put like a contour or anything over it or under it, whatever, it looks very, very muddy, and it just looks like I have dirt on my face, honestly. And the smell of it is kind of repulsive to me. Like, I love the smell of the Marc Jacobs coconut one. Like, it's a very faint smell, but this one's just way too strong for me, so it's getting decluttered. I have tried with this so many times, and I'm surprised I didn't even hit pan on it. Okay, so this is the Eve Pearl Smudge Proof Liquid Eyeliner, the brown one. You guys saw me haul this not too long ago. This is like dried out already. I've only used it like 4 or 5 times, and it's practically dried out, and it fades really easily, so that's gonna go. I am decluttering my NARS Cruella lip thing. This was a point perk or a present like 2-ish years ago from Sephora, and I just realized that the texture of it is changing, and I don't really wear reds all too often, so I do have reds that I'm going to be using, but it's a nice color. I really like this formula, but I've just noticed that it's changing, and I don't want to put anything on my lips that's going bad. So same thing with this one. This is the ColourPop Fighter, and when I wore this, I just realized that the formula was changing, and I don't even know if they sell this color anymore, but it wouldn't stay inside my lip lines or anything, so that's gonna go. And the last thing that I'm decluttering is this mini Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the, it's not liquid, it's a regular lipstick in the shade Cathedral. It's a beautiful color, and I have worn this actual lipstick a lot, but it's the same thing. I'm just noticing that the texture is changing, and it just got very patchy all of a sudden, so it's gonna go. Surprising, this is my first Empties I filmed where I didn't have any MAC Empties. So that's it for my Empties this month, week. I don't even know when I'm posting this. Let me know what products you guys have used up this week. But until then, have a great day. Bye.